Yes, indeed. I got a red brick soul. Hello, red brick people. This is Red Brick Bob, melted building believer. Gonna do a little follow-up here on a video I produced earlier about Michelle Gibson, Red Cross, Templars, the Catholic Church, putting dots together, just food for thought. So, I do have the red brick fever, and I got a little quick poem to read here that I created. I've been real creative in my mind, so here we go. In chairs of iron, masses sit, sheep of screens, minds adrift. Televisions glow, a siren's call, minds ensnared, thoughts in thrall. Sheep in rows, eyes aglow, messages seep, minds bestow. Thoughts are penned, thoughts are slain, in the flicker's dance they wane. Iron chairs a captive's hold, as stories unfold, truth and lies told, sheep or minds caught in the snare. Television's world a silent affair. Awake, arise, break the chain, from the iron grasp, free your brain. Shepherd your thoughts, let them soar beyond the screens, forevermore. So, that's what we just said, folks. And indeed, those are words. Words are spells. And let them resonate in your mind and think those through as we delve into the Black Mirror here. And let's see what we got going here. Clown, you see me there. Peace, folks. Here we are here. And we're just revisiting some thoughts about a prior video. And now what we will do is we were going to play this live. Alright, so here we are. Before we begin, let's clear our throat from them chemtrails, right? So here we are. So now, real day, present day Knights Templar in southern France and the base Switzerland, Chas Fraz. Okay, now, Cat ain't heard from him in a while, and we're going to use his work, and we're going to take a look at what he has to say, and food for thought. We're watching this. I haven't watched this for a couple years now, so it's going to be almost like new to me, too. I didn't even look at it prior to that, but I just remember parts of it that would be good and interesting. Reflecting more in regard to the neutral country. And the look-see at those things in the neutral country. For example, who protects the Pope? The neutral country, the Templars. See, they're obscure. Anyways, so the Catholic Church has been involved in various historical events and conflicts throughout its long history. But attributing the instigation of war solely to the church can be complex and, a nuisance matter. So it's important to note that the actions of the church often reflected the broader political, social, and religious context of the times. So I have a few historical examples where Catholic Church played a role in conflicts, like the Crusades, 1096 to 1291. Okay. The Crusades were a series of religiously motivated military campaigns initiated by the Catholic Church, aiming to reclaim the Holy Land from Muslim control. While the Church played a significant role in promoting and organizing crusades, the causes and motivations behind these campaigns were multifaceted, including religious fervor, political ambitions, economic interests. Okay? And then we had the 30 Years' War, from 1618 to 1648. This war was primarily a conflict between Protestant and Catholic states in a Holy Roman Empire. The Catholic Church supported Catholic rulers and sought to maintain Catholic influence in the region. However, the war's causes were deeply rooted in political power struggles, territory disputes, and religious tensions between various European states. And we know what that's about, taking over the red brick world, taking all these red brick buildings, see? So, Spanish Inquisition between 1478 and 1834. The Spanish Inquisition was a series of campaigns led by Catholic monarchs and the Church to suppress heresy, often with brutal methods. While it wasn't a traditional war, it did involve the use of force and had political implications. The Inquisition aimed to maintain religious orthodoxy and control over Spain's population and the world, for that matter, because they're doing the same thing right now. Okay. And the wars of religion. Throughout history, various conflicts arose due to religious differences, and the Catholic Church was sometimes involved. I say that loosely, sometimes. For instance, the French Wars of Religion of the 16th century were a series of conflicts between Catholics and Protestants in France, driven by religious and political factors. The Church played a role in supporting the Catholic side, but these wars were complex and involved multiple factions with differing motivations. It's essential to recognize that while the Catholic Church had influence and often supported particular sides in these conflicts, the causes of wars were usually more complex, involving political, economic, and social factors beyond religious influence alone. Additionally, individuals and rulers within the Church had differing viewpoints, so it's not accurate to attribute the instigation of war solely to the Church as a monolithic entity, but we sure look at it as a whole when you see all the pieces put together with the Red Cross, the crisis, order out of chaos, taking over red brick buildings. So it's worth noting that many other institutions and factors have played roles in instigating wars throughout history, in isolating single cause, including the Catholic Church. So we don't oversimplify or create more complexities of historical events, but we have to sort through these things. Okay, so the Knights Templar were a medieval Catholic military order that existed from the 12th to the 14th century. Okay, and they exist today, and we're going to show you a video. While they were primarily known for their military and financial activities, including protecting Christian pilgrims traveling to the Holy Land during the Crusades, the order faced accusations of heresy, corruption, and other misconduct. These accusations ultimately led to the suppression of the order of the Catholic Church and various European monarchs. And that's not so. They're alive and well. They're big corporate America. This is your Swiss financiers of your political arenas, and they'll tell you otherwise. And you see that Obama was raised up by the Swiss people, the banking institutes of the Swiss people, and so forth. You do your legwork, you'll see that Barack Hussein Obama's not his name. His name is Barry, and we're not conspiracy theorists, but that's just more evidence to point you to those controllers who we're looking at right now. Okay? And while we were looking at that, we wanted to just talk about a few brief things of torture. They tortured, they want to say that the Templars with the Red Cross are the ones who brought, compassion to people and all that. Well, if you were the instigator, you come along and be the hero, right? See? The liberator. It's always its own. So anyway, they had things like stretching devices. Their limbs, tied to ropes. The rack, and this was a device designated to stretch the body. A strap. I don't want to show pictures and stuff, so that's why I'm just talking about it, because there was a water torture, beating and whipping, mock executions, and so forth. But not only that, but some of the ones that I read were just crazy, that they would put a rat on someone's stomach and put a bowl over it and then heat the bowl and so forth, and the rat would dig through the person. So very vile, evil types of torture. So we know this to be true, and that's sad that that had occurred to anybody in this realm. But we have evidence of that all over the place, you know. So meltology, you know, the Judas cradle, all that, all these crazy things. So now here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here to window capture. We're going to go to the present day of what we was talking about, what we're going to watch here, and we'll roll this out. It's only 5 minutes and 5:05 is the length of this, and let's see if we have it here, and we're going to play. But before I play through, let's see, yeah, before we play it through, what I'll do real quick is I'll look over here in the chat, see.
Yeah, do I smell Templars?
Oh, sorry, we didn't want to start you yet, sir. Let's see, do we got any of it? Here we go. Present day, excellent connection. Let's see what's going down. Nothing's playing yet, but we're gonna. Here we go.
Yes. Oh, lots of Templars. Oh, look at that. Oh, there he is, the boy. Oh, there he is, Swissy. Hey, Swissy. So, and here it's a Templar restaurant, you know. Here it says Templars, and here it says the avenue. Oh, where is it? Oh, here. The avenue of the human rights. I don't believe it. The hypocrites. Human rights and Templars? Oh, forget it. Yeah. The octagon is there. So, there I see a Templar's flag there. That must be the auberge, the place to sleep. Black and white. So they got both in it actually. It's the Teutonic Knights and the Templars, black and white. Yeah, oh, they know what they're doing. And if I'm not wrong, that must be a Templar's castle.
Castle.
I saw a picture. It doesn't really look like it, but
Energy building.
yeah. So I'm here in Montfort, Argent, in the south of France. Well, they know what they're doing. The Grail is here, eh? Pharaonic descendants. All Templar stuff here. I'm coming, guys. I'm here. I'm right here. Oh, there you are, buggers. The restaurant. Ah, that is the castle I'm looking for.
Excuse me.
That is the one. Exactly. Templar's restaurant. You can meet some children that disappeared, or the stem cells or something. You see, in the door, these guys know what they're doing. There's the octagon, so Freemasons come eating here. They know what they're doing. Oh man, I don't want to know the soiree, you know, the soirees they're having here, yeah. Not very good. And here's the Knights of the Round Table here. And I counted them. Yeah, it's a bit hard, there's no place here. There are 13 around here. 13. Well, here are the names as well. They know exactly what they're doing. That's hard to film that. No. I'm inside the Templar's cafe here. There he is, the real Templar. Even got a...
Geen Templar.
Yeah, even got some German Templar stuff here. Ça c'est allemand? Français? So he has a Templar's ring which he found, which is 300 years old. Yeah, and he has a tattoo. It's all Templar stuff here. Montfort. Simon de Montfort.
No, they no.
So the bloke here, he says he's a real Templar. Of course he's not. But he knows a lot, of course. And just a wannabe Templar. Good for the business. And he said that the famous commandery of Rue, it's in Villecroze. You remember the commandery and the chapel in the middle of the forest? Well, that was the one. That was a very important one, maybe the most important in France, really. And gave me some more addresses as well. Interesting. Anyway, I like it. And he didn't like Switzerland. He said they stole the Templar's treasure together with the Vatican. And that's all the cards. He has a card, Suiza. The Swiss.
Alright folks, sorry, I was distracted reading something and it ended. So there it is, real present day Knights Templar in southern France and the Bay of Switzerland. Food for thought to whatever, you can go on your own investigative journey. You can look at the things that I'm saying, the red brick people are saying, what Michelle Gibson's saying, taking the narrative to a new level, and unveiling the convoluted truth that they've trying to shove down our throats for so long, so there it is. So another cat that we're going to take a look at. He's a couple more other videos that he has, and we'll be looking at that. So it's only 3:19 and nobody's out there right now. They're probably not even home from work in this area yet. But a meltologist's job's never done. It's always moving forward with meltology. And so I got a text in the live chat. The dinner will be ready at 5, and I am anxious. And it's only 3:20 now. So we got a little time to kill. And so we looked there. We looked at Michelle Gibson today. And we followed up some more, and we talked about a few things. We talked about, the role that the Catholic Church had in regard to many of these wars. And I say a lot more. There's a lot more that was hidden and burned, and the truths that we will probably undoubtedly not be able to ascertain all the information that we need to give an ultimatum to the magnitude, but we know it is immense, and in the meantime we search and seek truth by looking at the melted realm, and that's what we do. We don't always have to show you the meltage around you, but we talk about that history, and there's so many, and like Spartan Red and Red Brick University with Dean, and they have stuff going over there on Facebook, and it's growing immensely. And we urge you to get involved, because you might be the one to spread the message at a greater level to help spread this truth, this science. So like here we can go, for example, we'll pick up a Russian browser here, and we'll just take a look at, we'll just ask the Russian browser something, maybe we'll say caves, okay, because we want to show you that caves are melted buildings, nothing more. So we're going to open up cave. We're just going to open up a browser and ask it in Yandex, if you ever heard of it. Okay, so let's get our browser going here. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Okay, there we are, right there. Okay, so let's get this window capture fixed here so it looks nice and pretty here. I don't want to look crazy or nothing. So we'll go to one right here. We'll fire that one up there. Okay, put this guy on top, straighten this out here. We've got to have it looking good, because we're going to take a little ride, and we're recording for memory's sake. And everything we do is recorded and put down. It's a chronological base to help in the future for doing whatever. You know what I mean? So here we go. Yeah, to look pretty too. So here we're going to just scroll across here and look at some more what they want to call caves. And we tell you in meltology that caves are melted buildings. Look, you see the columns, the pillars? They'll give you this googly gop of drippage and eons, and you can go in there and look, and you see the different brick lines, the different meltification. Here the archway, pillars, all this is sunk down. So you have to imagine the sinking down and the expansion at the same time. So you have the expansion, because you had the surge from the ground up and inside out, and it's causing all that, craziness. So we'll just tool around here, look at some more, and you'll start seeing it. You say, oh my God, and you go above where some of these, where we're talking about caves are cities like Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, all over the same thing. We go underneath Detroit and come up top. You have the same thing underneath Detroit, but even greater. There's pockets of survival underneath Detroit. Big infrastructures, just like everywhere else. Missouri, you name it. Ukraine, Vietnam, all the tunnels in Vietnam. See, melted buildings, folks. We live on top of melted buildings, and that's the essence of meltology, to show the world that. And in the pursuit of meltology, we discover so much of the convoluted crap that we've been fed all these years about history and historical facts, and what the chase was, and what they were really chasing. And today we know energy, the capitals, to take over all the red brick buildings, the energy, the power, the magic of electricity. See, and we are electric, and there's a group of people who call themselves elite and noble, who are augmenting the weather and telling you fairy tale lies with no basis, no science behind going to Mars, moon, space, nothing but CGI stuff, and you accept it. And I've accepted it, but not anymore. I see through the veil of deception, just like where I'm showing you right here. Caves. There's no such thing as caves, folks. These are melted buildings. All over this realm. Not carved out by Ice Age, not carved out by eons of time and this googly gop that mainstream media wants to hand you. And there's another thing. Beware of those mainstream media. Don't go listen to these newscasters, because that's what they're casting you. Lies. Sven Gulli. Yeah, news. It's not news. We're telling you the news. We're telling you the good news. Right here. Caves are melted buildings. See? Can you see that? Can you begin to see? I know you can. I see, and it was very easy when someone pointed it out to me and I looked. And now I can't unlook. You can't unsee the truth once you see it. So, I hope more people come on board and say, hey, how can we help? What can we do? Well, you can go into your own community, your own neighborhoods, and look at the foundation of the red brick buildings, and you'll be able to determine if they were here when the meltdown occurred. It's very obvious, and there'll be sinkage. You have a group of people who want to call that a mud flood. In a sense, it's a mud flood, but in the sense that you can't label it that, because now you're convoluting history again. You have to have the correct chronological order of events. So first came the melt, okay, bam, and then came the flood, bam, boom. Then came the building melt, flood with mud, see? So you got to get it all right, because it was put out very quickly, okay? And we're still drying out from that event, folks, okay? Water's still pouring all over the place. Pockets of water infrastructure of these huge buildings are still running today. See? Dams that we've taken over. See? Fountains, capitals, all of the past we've taken over. And that's been hidden to us, and they give us narrative lies about this date and that date. Cover up, obscure, hide stuff, burn books. They're doing it steadily, creating fake wars, telling you there's new clouds. See? So, Michelle Gibson led me to all that I wanted to say today, and I have more to say, but that's a good start of just what we said today with Michelle Gibson, and delving into her mindset in regard to trying to uncover the truth. So, more melted buildings here, folks. No caves. No caves. Melted buildings. And you'll see all over this realm where you have these people who call themselves miners and go to these buildings. There's rail systems that go into the wall, and there's nothing at the wall because it's balloon rocked in. Oh, and they'll tell you that that was dynamited and so forth and collapsed in and all this. And you'll see that's not the case. In many spots, it is expanded to extreme, that it becomes very narrow because of the heat viscosity at that particular part of the building. So, and there'll be railroad tracks there. So, matter of fact, you're listening to a man who dug up railroad tracks or cut trees off railroad tracks in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan that they tell you was used in the 50s and 60s, yet there was 100-year-old or older trees on these tracks. Later to find out that the Gillette company buys up all this old metal and then make your razors out of them. So you shave your face and you look like a girl instead of a man. See? So it's all a looping trick, you know, to Gillette clean your face of your whiskers. And you don't even know who you really are because you're naked. Your beard's gone, man. So grow a beard. Get connected to the field, the energy field, the vibration. Then perhaps you will see that all the mountains are melted buildings. And there's no such thing as caves. See? So, you could go spelunking all day long, looking at the convoluted lies. But we delve into it and show you, look, can you see? Can you see the building? Geologists should be ashamed, and after getting to understand the red brick community, most of them are resigning, starting to take coding classes, and are very depressed. And psychologists' offices are being overwhelmed right now by geologists and these meteorologists. They're all running because their lives have been found out. You know what I mean? So we have no historians in America. We had a bunch of goofballs that signed up and went on board to reiterate the lie over and over and over. No more. Meltology is here. Fear the beard. Meltology is real, decisive and clear. Shows you right there. Brick lines and all. Meltification from brick to rock. Everywhere. Go above the surface and you will see cities. We live on a melted building. Melted buildings, a melted infrastructure. Yo, what's up there? That's Mattology. Yeah, that's Matt the Explorer Mattology. I just seen you peek in as I'm babbling in the black mirror, brother. Good to see you. I thought I'd just say hi to you. I ain't seen nobody in the chat for a minute. Linda told me dinner's gonna be ready, so I'm ready. Good to see you. So that's it. Just babbling here in the black mirror, killing time on a rainy day. Mattology, yeah, I like that too, man. I penned that off to you today. Mattology and the meltologists. See there, man? Oh yeah, that's some good shit, brother. Well, you keep rocking it up there in the Chi-Town, bro, and in Illinois, right? That's where you're out of, right? Illinois, or was it Pennsylvania? See, I'm high, man. I can't remember shit no more. Plus, I'm still getting over this poison ivy. Stay away from poison ivy, man. Even if you say you're not allergic to it, I used to not be allergic to it, but boy, it got me this time. So. Alright, bro. Good. That's good you take care of your friends and help them out like that, man. You're a good soul. I've needed people to drive me before, so that's good shit, brother. Be safe. Yeah, I thought you were at Illinois, Chicago, right? Yeah, I got a lot of stories to tell about Chicago. I had some good times in Chicago, but a lot of bad times in Chicago too, man. Chicago ain't no place to play around, man. Especially I was just a kid too. So, Chicago almost killed me. But I still love Chi-Town. See, the melted past. Boy, do I love it. The beautiful red brick buildings, man. You know, go deep underneath the Chicago, you see melted chunks of the city. Missouri, you know, and any old, what you want to call cave is melted buildings, see. Peace, dude. Alright, we're not going to be up much longer anyway. We're going to be out of here. Peace, sir. Glad you stopped by, man. Peace. All right. Well, you need to get some boots on the ground. What's happening? Maybe you need to do a little, hey, what's the homelessness like in Chicago? We need to know somebody looking over there, that, see if there's anybody, any of the homeless living around these melted red brick buildings. That would be some good shit and you go there and tell the people who are living by these melted red brick buildings what's really going on. Spread the word to the homeless right there. That's a good idea, huh? All right, later, Mattology. Peace. Have a beautiful day. Drive safe. So looky here, folks. Look at that image right there. Can you see it? The archway, the building itself, what was happening, the red bricks, the expansion. Okay. All right. Later. Have a good one, sir. So anyway, I was just stopped brief moment there. I was talking to Matt, the meltologist out of Chicago. He has a channel called Matt Explorer. MATTXPLOR. Matt Explorer. Go check it out. He's going to be doing some more stuff. And anyway, so where were we at? Okay, we're not going to hold anybody up too much longer and draw it out with cave after cave. But my hope is that you can see that caves are not what they appear to be. Caves are pockets of melted ember structures. And within them, sometimes there's pockets of greater survival with staircases, spiral staircases, and so much more. And they go in and destroy this, folks. Groups destroy that and give you, and then keep you out of certain areas where they can't destroy enough of it to look otherwise, so it'd be more evident to us. And there's the facts. So we said a lot. We had Matt the Explorer show up. That was great. Let's see, look in the studio. I'm over here. Let's see what's going on. And it's great to look around in the black mirror, at these facts that we try to tell you, that it's melted buildings. And if you look with your eyes and don't hear what man says, oh, well, you're in a cave. It's not a cave. So the Adventure Twins, they'll take you on these paths and the YouTube showing you caves. They're not caves, they're melted buildings. I told these guys 3 times already, showed them conclusive evidence, and they've seen it right there in their face while they're down there with their little Adventure Twins. And they still just can't say, hey, we're in melted building. They'll tell you caves, and because they're making a buck on YouTube, and they want to change that up and change the narrative on a lot of cool chunks of melted buildings. So I go check out some of so I get more evidence to show the world how conclusive this is, that what we're saying. See, we have more than evidence, but they're going out of their way to destroy this evidence. But we keep raining down more and more melts for them. We keep showing them over and over and over and over that all the mountains are melted buildings. Okay? That caves are melted buildings. Infrastructure's melted buildings. See? Everywhere. It don't matter. And that's what happened to red bricks. Okay, folks? So, that's about it for now. What time is it? 3:41. So, I think we said a lot today. And maybe we just end by saying what? What can we do to end the day here? Let's see. Let's just say, love your neighbor like you love yourself. So, that's what we'll say. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Close that up and say peace to y'all. The red bricks. What we're going to look for here. And we're going to end this saying this. We're going to continue to say it and end this way. And we will say that I am indeed. Excuse me.